Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're on to the fourth quarter, and it's the Jaguars who currently have possession. In primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
today.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend of the NFL is underway.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular, but in the playoffs, you'll take solid, and that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
On play action, Lawrence.
A leap, and he will make the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
On 3rd down, Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Fournette is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton from 3 yards out.
And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So now the Titans get their first shot on offense.
Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
And wriggled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5. Mariota. It's complete to Hopkins. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. After the penalty, it's Henry. A strong running. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. To throw Mariota. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's a Titans touchdown. Jelani Woods. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know One big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Lawrence. Pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And the pressure gets to him again. Jeffrey Simmons. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken at around the 40. 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Mariota. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now Mariota. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mariota. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
42 yards on the ground here for Harris. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5. Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what our coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Second down, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down the line before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Mariota.
On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he? Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It's a gain of 35.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Throwing, Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans have moved out in front.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a two-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point safely through. The lead is now 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Nice play, man. Welcome to the NFL, baby. Nothing. They don't get nothing.
So the Broncos coming out now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the completion gets them just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Lawrence will throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette running right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Fournette on the counter. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets them behind the line. They're not messing around. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. This drive so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
This pass caught. It's Woods. And he will be out of bounds here. It will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Draw play. This is Henry. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Mariota on the delay to Henry.
once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He gets nothing on back-to-back runs, so now you're dealing with a 3rd and 10 and probably a passing play.
I would agree with that, and I would highly suggest to the play caller, check a different part of that section on your play sheet, because his first 2 runs didn't help you at all. Find someone else who can touch the ball and maybe move it downfield.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Denver's offense ready to go again. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. In motion left goes Sutton. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
On the left side, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Harold Landry drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try.
He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now.
The kick by Elliott is good.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Looking to set for ones, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely, You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And the Titans getting set to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Good job.
65 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Here's Mariota. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And caught out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, and that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A first down carry for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On
On third down, Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 94 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Henry on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
Mariota to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Boye Mafe,
the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. To throw is Mariota. He completes it to Henry. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll move their lead to 4 now. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Let's go!
set to take over. The Broncos offense trots back out. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
From the 31, here's second down and 2.
Running off tackle left, Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Fournette, a first down carry.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Lawrence.
Looking middle, and that's
Going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
so operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that's going to be caught by Sutton.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down there. A sack back at the 32. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Leonard Fournette.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos have regained the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A first down throw for Mariota. That ball caught. It's chosen. And he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Mariota. That's over the middle, caught by Chosen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. To the air again, Mariota. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Keep grinding, keep grinding.
Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go, let's get it.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
Well, so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll set up the screen to Fournette, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up.
Let's go, come on.
The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. And that'll be a return of 12, throwing a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Mariota's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mariota now from the 50. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers doing battle with the New England Patriots. It was a terrific first half for the veteran quarterback, Marcus Mariota. He's over 300 yards passing already, as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player who's having that type of a day, because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Mariota over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mariota. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a safe. Boye Mafe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, This lead is very, very slim. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the right side here with Fortnite. And some room to run now. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Up the gut, Fournette. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2 yards to go, second down. On play action, Lawrence. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They'll run it again with Fournette. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now Lawrence. Shakes. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes in and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They begin with Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Mariota. And Woods has it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
That's caught by Chosen.
A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
Mariota now.
That's into the hands of Chosen.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Mariota.
That one's taken in by Spears.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11 now.
Mariota gives to Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, Mariota.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
First down, Mariota. High throw, but the catch is made. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Now Mariota. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Titans add 6 to their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And Denver getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chance. We'll see if they can get the score. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Lawrence will throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now Lawrence. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Following the interception here, Mariota. A check down here for Henry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27.
play fake. Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down.